So so finding topics of interest and sort of developing those for students is quite an interesting process. So, and I've discovered over the last few weeks that it's very different in different areas.
I think that choosing the topic of the studies of a PhD student is very, very important, and I think that more care, in general, more care should be put in the selection of the topic. I think what often happens, and if you ask other academics, why did you end up doing this? The answer will be, surprisingly, the opportunity was there. Yeah, and I think that in principle, people can be, if you are a researcher, then the nature of your personality is very likely such that you will be enthusiastic about many different things. And hence you can also go and have many different topics as a PhD student when you are at that stage. However, I think that this decision is very crucial and shapes potentially, if you stay in science, what many students do not, but if you stay in science, it shapes your career for the next 10 years potentially. So I think that the students should carefully think about what drives him or her, where does the student want to make a contribution, and where is it also feasible in terms of, does the university have the equipment, and is there a proper supervisor who can support the student? Because I think that's also the most important thing the student should consider in his selection of different institutions. It should not, I think very often people go for institutions and names of institutions rather than supervisors. And I think the supervisor should be the most important part there. And there it should be also the relationship with the supervisor and not necessarily the name or the scientific career.